Hi, welcome back. 3/19/26. Today we're going to take a look at this argument AI versus Bitcoin. We'll see. We're going to hear some Michael Saylor's kind of opinion on this. It touches on quantum computing, and we do see that there's potentially, from the cryptography standpoint, that there could be some risks to leveraging quantum computing against current technology in the way the coding's done. According to Saylor, he advises that they'll just do an upgrade to counter that if and when that happens. So let's just kind of stand by and take a look.
One of Bitcoin's earliest believers has recently turned his back on Bitcoin, saying it has a fatal flaw. Chamath Palihapitiya has Bitcoin Twitter going crazy. Chamath Palihapitiya just wrote an article saying that AI is going to destroy all markets, and in the process brought up one of the most heated debates in Bitcoin. How can Bitcoin be a store of value if it can be hacked? On the other side of the debate, Michael Saylor. So who's right? One of Silicon Valley's earliest Bitcoin advocates, who's now distancing himself from Bitcoin, or the guy whose company owns over 760,000 Bitcoin and is about to be the largest Bitcoin holder in the world? Today, we take a closer look at the debate between Saylor and Chamath, and we answer the question, will Bitcoin survive the AI era or not? This is Dante Cook with Bitcoin Simply. Let's go. With Bitcoin's price being up 20% over the last 5 years, there's lots of questions swirling around about whether this is a failed project or not. And even some of Bitcoin's earliest advocates, like Chamath Palihapitiya, are questioning Bitcoin's role in the world moving forward.
There's a structural failing in Bitcoin that I think people will need to come and wrap their heads around. The structural failing is that it is not so if you think about, like, what is the value maximizing function right now for a crypto asset to be broadly adopted? It needs to have the features that allow a central bank to adopt it. And there are two things that it lacks. One is fungibility and two is privacy. And so Bitcoin fails on those two dimensions. So it can never be a structural holding of a central bank. And that simple thing will keep it in the realm of ETFs and humans. And
does gold satisfy those conditions?
Yeah.
Fungibility, but not easily.
Both. You have no idea how much the Bank of China owns. You don't know how many ounces they own. You don't know how many ounces I own. When there's a public ledger that says this address has this much, and you can't really trade it because you know the history and the provenance of that exact token. It's been used to buy this. It was transacted over here, went to this wallet. That lack of fungibility and privacy is a huge deterrent for broad structural adoption. That's what you need to then add another 10x market cap.
Chamath's comments have recently lit a fire on Bitcoin Twitter, and they went to a whole nother level yesterday when his discussions on AI disrupting all markets led into a conversation about Bitcoin. He says with AI, growth investing dies. He says that nation states become our only stopgap with AI wiping out all jobs. And on the other side of the debate, Michael Saylor. He takes the opposite approach. He says that if AI compresses terminal value and makes every moat temporary, capital will rotate to assets with no disruption risk. Bitcoin is digital capital, scarce, neutral, and impervious to AI disruption. Bitcoin should be the primary beneficiary of this shift. Palihapitiya clapped back instantly. BTC would need to be quantum resistant in order for that to be true. Saylor responds, your AI thesis assumes the digital world is quantum resistant. If quantum breaks cryptography, it breaks AI, cloud infrastructure, banks, and the internet, not just Bitcoin. And the whole point of the crux of the debate, no, a store of value has to be 100% hacking resistant. It's an existential feature. For other industries, it will be important, but less binary existential. Not only is Chamath questioning whether Bitcoin is a functional store of value for institutions, he's now questioning whether it's a store of value for individuals. And Saylor doesn't buy it. If quantum breaks Bitcoin, it breaks everything in the digital world.
Quantum computing, at some point, could break the algorithm for Bitcoin. Are there countermeasures that they could be put in? You probably understand what I'm asking you. Do you worry about that? You look like you slept okay. You look like you slept okay last night.
It's mainly marketing by people that want to sell you the next quantum yo-yo token. But look, Google and Microsoft aren't going to sell you a quantum computer that cracks modern cryptography because it would destroy Google and Microsoft and the U.S. government and the banking system. And at some point, I don't think it's this year, next year, in the next 5 years, but sometime 10, 20 years out, if there's a hyper powerful computer that threatens modern cryptography, the answer is Bitcoin network hardware upgrades, Bitcoin network software upgrades, just like Microsoft, Google, the U.S. government upgrade all their messaging and banking applications. The key for everybody is Bitcoin's a protocol like the English language and base 10 math. When the quantum computer breaks your calculator and breaks your messaging app, you're not learning base 16 math and you're not going to switch to a different language. You're just going to upgrade your software. And Bitcoin's...
So Bitcoin's kind of resources dependent. It's going to require power to keep it alive, infrastructure, the way the blockchain is made up. And then that could potentially take it down for quite a while because the blockchain, from what I understand, it is dependent across the globe or wherever we have the people mining or the systems mining Bitcoin. So
monetary protocol. We're just going to upgrade the software, Joe.
Wow, because there are people that throw that around that know, actually they know less than I do, I think. But so there are countermeasures to deal with that.
If I wanted to hack your Bitcoin, I'd send you an email saying a quantum computer can hack your Bitcoin. Click on the link to upgrade now, and then I'd steal your Bitcoin. It's 10,000 times more likely I'm phishing you than there is a threat. So now I'm not worried about it. Bitcoin's a protocol. The software gets upgraded every year. The hardware is being upgraded continuously, and it's the hardest thing in the universe to hack. They will hack your banking system, your Google account, your Microsoft account, and every other asset you have, much sooner because they're an order of magnitude weaker.
Saylor made the comment that Bitcoin is exponentially stronger than other networks. He's talking about the fact that Bitcoin is being secured by 850 exahash, or 850 million terahashes per second, or more power than the U.S. Navy. That's a lot of energy backing the network that updates itself in its transactions every 10 minutes. If you were going to hack something, would you rather hack that or a Cobalt server hosting all of our banking information that hasn't been updated in 50 years?
Yeah, that's
and this has led to the